What's going on, y'all? Got another video. It's not really something I had planned, but after seeing the videos that I just watched this morning on YouTube regarding the Venezuelan gangs in Colorado and how they are taking over which I mentioned this before, but they're taking over the apartment complexes, housing for a lot of people in the black community. But also just now I just saw in the Hodgin twins, I just got done watching the Hodgin twins' latest video, which just came out like an hour ago. Anyways, they were showing in Denver, the Venezuelan gangs are now robbing the jewelry stores and robbing stores. And go check out the Hodgin twins. Go check out that video they just did, which was actually hilarious. I love the Hodgin twins because they're hilarious. They're funny. You know, as bad as things are, it's kind of good every once in a while to laugh about it, but at the same time, it's disgusting. So, but you know, anyways, these gangs are taking over these housing, basically taking over the city, and they're even attacking law enforcement. They've got the green light from their gang members, from the leaders, to attack law enforcement when they see them. And also I even heard where one of the apartment complex building that they took over, they're actually charging the people that live there that are still paying rent, that are in those buildings, have to pay the Venezuelan gang, their rent money to stay there. So they're actually taking the money now, the rent money, from the people living there. So I heard that, and then now they're robbing stores, and they just robbed a jewelry store, I think right outside of Denver. And a whole group of them. Anyways, just goes to show you, which I just posted that on Facebook, you know, to the people I know, showing you know, the Hodgin twins' video and showing what's going on, and how basically what I say, you know, this is a perfect example of why democratic policies don't work. You know, why voting Democrat is the worst thing you can do. Not just to your communities or to the American people, but also to your country. This administration has allowed this to happen, and I believe they want this to happen. And what I truly believe is going to happen here in November, and this is also what I left on my comment on my post. If you go look at, I just saw a video this morning too, also talking about what's going on in Venezuela right now. Now, Venezuela right now are having elections, but they've got election fraud going. And one of the things they did to cause the election collapse and for everything to go to hell, the power grid went down. So they took the power out, and then that also interfered with the election. And now they have, you know, their whole issue going over there with that. Plus, you know, a lot of civil unrest, you know, all kinds of issues going on in Venezuela. But when I saw that about the power grid going down during their election, you know, and they have an election going, it made all sense. You know, it was all perfect sense. This is what's happening in Venezuela right now is what's going to be happening to us here in November. And I think the three things that are going to happen, this is what I said on my post, there's going to be war, whether it's World War III, war inside this country, you know, civil war, civil unrest, whatever it is. The grid going down, I think they're going to take the power grid down. That'll help them interfere with our election, just like they're doing in Venezuela. Because, you know, Venezuela and these other countries are testing grounds to see what they can get away with in America, and how they could go about doing it in America. So, I believe, my opinion is, that they're gonna take the grid down, cause chaos, cause war, whether it's overseas and here. Could be both. War here at home and war across the sea. And then we'll see one of the biggest election frauds we have ever seen. We thought 2020 was bad, which everybody knows that was a corrupt, uh, election, and there was a lot of fraud in it. It was all BS. That's why every time I say Trump, I always say President Trump, because in my book he's still president. He never lost. He won. Anyways, but it was stolen. I don't care what YouTube does this video or whatever. I really don't care. But 24 is going to be even worse. Like, we haven't seen nothing yet. We're about to see chaos in this country that we've never seen before. Only in third world countries and other countries around the world that have experienced what we're about to see. And life as we know it is going to change forever in America. So enjoy, like, every minute. Enjoy your freedoms. Enjoy your peace. And this is, everybody always says the calm before the storm, but this truly is. This is the calm. Like, I've been talking to customers this week, and I'm watching the hurricanes. We got a couple tropical storms out there, so I'm keeping my eye on those. We're in September now, and this is like the worst month. This is our peak season with hurricanes here in Florida. So this is when the nitty gritty starts happening when it comes to the storms. And I pray to God that we don't get one, but more likely we probably will, because of the weather and the way things are. And it's going to be a big one too. If it is, it's going to be devastating. But I was telling customers, there's also another storm coming in November, another hurricane, and this is the calm before the storm. Like, the storm's coming, we're just watching it, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, just like I do watching these hurricanes for work, and living in Florida. But November is there's a storm coming that's going to affect the whole country, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then when it hits, absolute chaos. I mean, absolute freaking chaos is coming. I know it. I feel it. Feel it in the air. And you see it. You see it. Just like I said, go watch the Hodgkin Twins' video, and what's going on in Colorado is only the beginning. This is only the beginning to what's to come. And this is everywhere. The illegals have infiltrated and invaded our whole country. They're in every state, every city. You're not safe nowhere. Don't matter what state you live in. Even if you live like in Florida, we're in a red state, and even where I live, we live in a very conservative, strong area. A lot of Trump support, but still, even then, we have our issues too, our legals. And now, all of them bad? No, not all of them are bad, because there's a lot of them that are hardworking people, hardworking men, taking care of their families. And I have nothing against them coming over to do that. And I got a lot of friends of mine that work construction and are in construction and building homes here, and I'm not far from the villages. And if anybody's ever heard the villages in Florida, a lot of people have, but they're building houses like crazy out there. I mean, that place is growing and growing daily, and doesn't stop. And the majority of those guys out there working, a lot of them are illegal immigrants. These companies hire them, and they're out there building these homes. So I have nothing against the hardworking man who wants to come to this country and make a life for himself. But there's a certain way we got to go about doing it. And the problem we have right now, there's no background checks on who's coming over. So even though we got the good ones coming over in families, the criminals, the rapists, the murderers, the gang members, they're all coming too. So that's why something has to be done, because this is only going to get worse. And Venezuela has emptied all their prisons and let the worst people they had into our country. And they're still dealing with problems, because they still got corruption and fraud and crooked people over there. So things are about to get so ugly. It's scary, but I don't get scared because my faith in Jesus Christ. And I know He's watching over us, protecting us. God is always with us. You know, God always wins. He has a plan, but you know, this isn't a judgment that's coming to America. This is a correction. This is something that needs to happen to get us back closer to God, because we have distanced and gotten so far away from God in our government, in our country, and our morals and values, and that needs to change now. And the only way to do that is for everything to crumble, and then afterwards, you know, things will prosper. But chaos has to unfold. It has to. You can't keep going with it. Well, but that has a lot to do with the people that are in charge, and then the people that are enemies of our country. And they're all responsible for what's about to happen. So, I'm just doing this video because I watched these videos this morning. Today's Sunday. I'm off today. I actually got some talking about enjoying every moment, enjoying the little things. I got some ribs over here smoking in the smoker, and so I'm doing ribs today, slow cooking them, doing some stuff around the house here and all that. Might get out here in the garden later, and I got to transplant some plants and plant some more seeds. I'm about to start up some spinach, lettuce, and some more kale, and gonna get some more boxes here, garden boxes here made, and the garden areas here put up, not today, but sometime probably this week or next week. And now we're in September, so it's time to start getting all the fall stuff seeded and get everything going. But just getting ready, man, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Make sure all your rifles, all your ammo's in check. Make sure you got everything on point on security. Food, if you haven't been stocking up on food, start stocking up. Ways to purify water, water containers, medicines, antibiotics, Chase Medical. One of the things I just bought this week to stock up on, also I needed more, was my Black Forest supplements, my NMN supplements that I take for aging, and but it's just good for everything, you know, not just your wrinkles and your face, and your skin and all that, and aging process, but also mentally and physically. I feel so much better taking that stuff, and I'm working. And I left a comment on Black Scout Survival's last video, because he had they got a Labor Day sale going on right now. Buy 2 bottles, get 2 free. So it's $100 a bottle normally. So instead of 400, it was 200, and I got 4 bottles, which I believe is 4 months supply of NMN Black Forest supplements, and I love that stuff. I was taking the testosterone, the Turkerstone, and Tomcat, and I took that for about 3 months, 2 or 3 months here. But I usually cycle that, so I'll take it and then I'll get off of it for 2 months or whatever, and then I'll start back up on it again. So later on I'll buy some more of that. But with the testosterone, I cycle those supplements because your body gets used to it. You don't want to keep taking it all the time, because your body will get used to it, and then it just doesn't work as good. M&M, you can take that all year round, and it's something that if I only had one supplement, that's the one I want. That's the one I want to have. So anyways, I just stocked up on that, got more of that coming, and putting that away, and taking and getting ready on that end, and basically just getting ready for the storm that's going to be coming here. November is going to be the worst event, election, and situation chaos that we have ever seen. Like, it's going to be so bad. And what we're just seeing here in Colorado with the Venezuelan gangs, this is only going to erupt to cause more chaos. Now, obviously, it's going to be all the blue states, a lot of the blue cities that are going to be affected first, but eventually it'll be coming to your hometown too. So, you know, it's just get ready, y'all. Just get prepared, get ready, stay vigilant. You know, like Black Scott always says, you know, stay strapped, stay frosty, and stay dangerous. You have to be ready at all times, because you just never know. These days, you just don't know. Anything could happen at any time. So, sit here and enjoying a new beer I picked up, a Mango Wheat by Blue Moon. Never had it before, so I grabbed some the other day. Not bad. I love mango. I'm a big mango eater and mango fruit lover. You know, I love mango. And I like the wheat beers, so it's good. Anyways, y'all, just want to do this video talking about the Venezuelan gangs. The videos out the information I saw this morning, and just letting you guys know and letting others know to get ready. Pretty soon, things gonna be popping off here, baby. It'll be crazy. Anyways, y'all, take care. God bless. And I'll maybe see you on the next one. All right, y'all.